And with this company, the biggest thing about it is that they've run up so much with all the partnerships with Nvidia, with all the high flying talk around this name. And the thing about it is they've just gotten to a valuation. They got to a peak of 1,000, almost $200. They got to this massive peak. And to be totally honest, I ran them through my investing model, and they were very overvalued up here. And I believe they still are pretty overvalued at this point. And you see that on this green and red line here, that's the high five indicator. That's my personal coded trading strategy that I use to help me win consistently in the markets. And you see, we've now flipped to red on that name, and we were pointed straight down to have a cross through the yellow line, which is the smoothing line. And if we have that cross, then we are most likely going to continue down we're going to continue downward, probably about right to here, about the $1,000 and $950 level, because that's where we had previous consolidation point. So, and we also have this indicator up here, which is the Williams percentage range. Um, and essentially, I have this Williams consolidation box strategy. And essentially, what it is whenever we come up here and we make this box with support and resistance, and we stay within this box, going sideways like a crazy person, we were going to continue higher in the stock. But whenever we break said box and or flip red on the high five indicator here, we're in for a downward move. Pretty simple to follow, right? So the last thing I wanted to touch on is that this 50 line, you basically have below the 50 line on the Williams percentage range is typically bearish, and above the 50 line is typically bullish. So just another thing I wanted to put in there as a little caveat. This is a red barrier. This is the green support barrier. Essentially, when you come up to this red barrier, you bounce off of it. It's resistance, and when you come down to this green barrier, you bounce off of it, and it's to bounce you higher. So reject you and bounce you off to send you higher. So just wanted to lay out the land for you a little bit to go out through this video. So yeah, just real quick on now, I believe they just were a high flyer, crazy high valuation. And, they came in line with earnings, which doesn't line up with their valuation. So what do we see? We saw this massive, basically, ended the day at 11.44% down. They were about down the same thing yesterday after hours when they reported. Nothing crazy there, right? But here's where we're going to turn that chapter. And here's where I'm really seeing things change.